And as you just saw right there, race has also been a national discussion this week. Race will also be discussed at City Hall in downtown Kansas City in the next coming days. Depending on how city council members react, one man says that subject, the very controversial subject, could actually spin into something very fruitful for this city, an international tourist destination.
When 84-year-old Mamie Hughes moved to Kansas City at the age of 20 and friends said, "Let's play," her choices were limited.
There were not that many places that black people went.
But the Paseo YMCA, built in 1914 in the 18th and Vine Jazz District, was one of them.
Something that others like me want to hold on to.
Even though it's just a shell of a building these days, tourists passing by might not even notice it. But to Mamie Hughes and to its nearby owner, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, it's a treasure that symbolizes a spirit that always said, "Don't give up." Which is why on
February 13, 1920, they signed the document
that 8 minority baseball team owners signed, establishing the YMCA as the birthplace of the Negro Leagues.
It's based on one small, simple principle. You won't let me play with you in the major league, then I'll create a league of my own. That league was created here in Kansas City in 1920, and thus becoming a very independent rival to Major League Baseball.
Inside the double doors of the Paseo YMCA, legends like Buck O'Neil, Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, and the Kansas City Monarchs got their chance. The YMCA closed in the 70s, but the late Buck O'Neil had dreams to reopen it as an education center to house the league's documents. But time passed and funds fell short. This week, the museum will ask the city for $500,000 in public funds to jumpstart O'Neil's dream.
Positioning our organization as the international headquarters for Negro Leagues and social history.
It is now going to be alive and well again. It's worth celebrating.
Why public funds for a private entity, I asked? Well, Bob Kendrick told me it will be for the public all to enjoy. The Baseball Museum will make its request to council members this week. The museum has aspirations to open the YMCA as the Buck O'Neil Education and Research Center in the fall of 2014, which just so happens to be the 100th anniversary of its opening.